Welcome to Deep Body Lab, where we decode the science of longevity and metabolic health for a stronger, vibrant, and healthier future. Today we explore 7 core principles divided into 3 food groups to keep your A1C levels consistently below 6%. You do not need to starve yourself or follow impossible restrictions to achieve stable blood sugar and long-term metabolic health. The secret lies in understanding how different foods interact with your biology and making smarter strategic choices for every single meal. By categorizing your diet into 3 distinct groups, you can navigate your nutritional landscape without feeling deprived or overwhelmed by rules. We will identify what to avoid completely, what to control carefully, and how to pair foods intelligently for maximum metabolic benefit. Let us begin this journey toward better health, starting with the most dangerous category that requires your immediate and strict attention. The first group consists of foods that act like poison to your metabolic system and should be eliminated from your diet. Liquid carbs are the first enemy, including sodas, fruit juices, and smoothies, because they spike your blood sugar incredibly fast. Since liquids do not require digestion like solids, the sugar hits your system instantly, causing a rapid and dangerous spike. Even natural fruit juices are stripped of their fiber, leaving behind pure, concentrated sugar that your liver must process immediately. Smoothies might seem healthy, but blending fruit destroys the fiber matrix, turning a healthy snack into a rapid glucose injection. This rapid absorption forces your pancreas to release massive amounts of insulin, leading to insulin resistance over a period of time. Eliminating these liquid calories is the single most effective step you can take to lower your A1C levels starting today. Switch to water. Unsweetened teas or black coffee to stay hydrated without disrupting your metabolic balance or spiking your insulin. Remember the golden rule of metabolic health. Eat your fruit whole, never drink it, to preserve the essential protective fiber. The next danger zone involves hidden sugar bombs, often disguised as healthy options on supermarket shelves to trick health-conscious consumers. Flavored yogurts are notorious offenders, often containing as much added sugar as a dessert, despite being marketed as a healthy breakfast. Breakfast cereals are another trap, highly processed and loaded with sugar, setting you up for a glucose crash before lunch. Be wary of plant-based milks, as many varieties contain added cane sugar to improve taste, silently sabotaging your diet efforts. Always choose plain Greek yogurt and add your own fresh berries or a drop of stevia to control the sweetness. Granola bars and protein bars can also be deceptive, so you must develop the habit of reading every single label. Manufacturers use over 60 different names for sugar, so you need to be a detective when buying packaged food items. Replacing these hidden sugar bombs with savory options like eggs or leftovers will stabilize your energy levels throughout the morning. When you cut out hidden sugars, you stop the roller coaster of energy crashes and cravings that plague most modern diets. Do not forget condiments like barbecue sauce and sweet salad dressings, which can turn a healthy salad into a metabolic disaster. Making your own simple dressings with olive oil and vinegar gives you total control over what enters your body. Now that we have cleared the dangerous items, let us move to the second group, where moderation is the key. The second group contains foods that you do not need to banish forever, but you must consume with strict discipline. Comfort foods like bread, pasta, rice, and potatoes are staples for many, but they are dense sources of rapidly digesting carbohydrates. We do not advocate cutting them out entirely if you love them, but we focus heavily on reducing the portion size. Instead of making these foods the main event of your meal, treat them as a small side dish or garnish. Consider exploring low-carb alternatives like bean-based pastas or spiralized vegetables to satisfy your cravings without the glucose spike. If you must eat bread, choose dense, grainy varieties over fluffy white bread to slow down digestion and sugar absorption. For potatoes, eating the skin provides extra fiber, and cooling them after cooking can increase the amount of resistant starch. This resistant starch acts more like fiber in your body, feeding healthy gut bacteria instead of spiking your blood sugar. The goal is to change the ratio on your plate so that comfort foods play a supporting role, not the lead. Learning to say no to the breadbasket at restaurants is a powerful habit that saves your carb allowance for the meal. The next category to control includes sweets and tropical fruits, which are incredibly high in sugar and require special handling. Treat dessert and sweet fruits as special guests in your life, not permanent roommates that live in your daily diet. Be especially careful with dried fruits, as the removal of water concentrates the sugar content significantly, making them easy to overeat. If you are insulin dependent, you must plan ahead and pre-bolus your insulin to match the incoming sugar spike. Timing's everything. Vinkis, your insulin time to start working before you take that first bite can prevent a hyperglycemic disaster. Practice the 3-bite rule for desserts. The first bite is for taste, the second for satisfaction, and then you stop. When you crave fruit, opt for berries, which are lower in sugar and packed with antioxidants, making them a safer choice. You can eat a much larger volume of berries for the same amount of sugar found in a small portion of mango. Occasional indulgence is fine if planned correctly, but it should never be an impulsive decision driven by stress or boredom. Moving to our final and most strategic group, we learn the art of food pairing to mitigate the impact of carbohydrates. Smart pairing is about never letting a carbohydrate enter your stomach alone. It must always have a companion for protection. Think of carbohydrates as being naked. You must clothe them with protein, healthy fats, or fiber to slow down their absorption. Breakfast carbs, like oatmeal, are healthy but can spike blood sugar if eaten plain, so we need to upgrade them. Always add nuts, seeds, Greek yogurt, or protein powder to your oats to create a complex barrier against rapid digestion. This combination delays gastric emptying, meaning the glucose trickles into your blood slowly rather than flooding it all at once. Sweet potatoes are nutritious, but pairing them with healthy fats like butter or avocado prevents the sharp sugar spike they cause. Beans and legumes are great sources of fiber, yet they still contain carbs, so serve them with fats or proteins. The difference in your continuous glucose monitor data between eating naked carbs versus paired carbs will be absolutely night and day. Even a healthy snack like an apple should be paired with peanut butter or a handful of almonds for better balance. Snack carbs like crackers or rice cakes are often eaten mindlessly, turning into pure sugar in your mouth within seconds. Never eat a cracker alone. Pair it with cheese, hummus, or guacamole to add the necessary braking mechanism to digestion. Hummus is an excellent partner for crackers, providing plant-based protein and fiber that blunts the glycemic impact of the flour. Preparation is key. Pre-pack your snacks with these pairings in mind so you are never caught eating naked carbs. On a molecular level, protein and fat molecules physically get in the way of enzymes trying to break down the carbohydrates. This strategy not only controls blood sugar, but also keeps you fuller for much longer, reducing the urge to snack. By mastering these three categories, you create a sustainable framework for eating that supports your health goals without feeling restrictive. Combining these dietary principles with light physical activity, like a walk after meals, will amplify your results even further. Consistency is what matters most. Small daily choices compound over time to create massive improvements in your A1C and health. You now have the knowledge and the tools to take control of your biology and rewrite your metabolic destiny starting now. Thank you for watching Deep Body Lab. Subscribe for more scientific insights into your health. Stay strong and see you next time.